Pella just married, so how old is Pella? Do you think his entire family will agree for him to marry Jarvis? No, he has made his decisions. Let him be. Even if the marriage doesn't work later, let him learn from it. If my family can influence who I marry, then I'm not man enough to get married. For 22 years, his wife has been trying to gain his mother's love. Can your younger brothers gather together, invite your girlfriend and tell them to leave their elder brother alone? There are two families.
Okay.
The family you come from and the family that comes from you. Make sure the family you come from does not destroy the family that comes from you. You see them honoring their husbands, protecting their interests. Everything, my husband. But you find it very easy to insult your brothers. The only time you disrespect your husband is when he tells you to stop insulting your brother.
Drive with Simon the Neblaster and David Extra. It's a beautiful Monday evening, of course. This is the most amazing show in this part of the globe. Welcome on board. It's a fresh week, and of course, we're here with fresh energy. You know how we do it. And yeah, I had a great weekend myself because, on Saturday, I did my birthday.
Did you blow balloons?
Yeah, it was. Let me not say too much, but I think this is one of the best birthdays I've had in recent time. The memory of this birthday is going to live with me for a very long time. Yeah.
Until another one. That's what they always say.
Until another one.
The last one.
How are you doing, Debbie? What's going on?
I'm good. Even though you didn't give us cake to eat, it's fine.
I don't understand. I gave people cake.
I said you didn't give me cake.
We've not seen since
Am
Friday.
I people?
But I've not seen you since Friday.
And you're seeing me now. I still don't have cake.
Okay.
And I'm the one you will see throughout this week, and I didn't eat cake. And you're here telling me best birthday.
At least
Good
wait
for
till
you.
today is over.
Good for you. I know what's going to happen on my birthday.
Okay.
Somebody's not getting cake.
Don't worry.
That's for sure.
It's a universal store. We'll eat rice and enjoy ourselves. December.
Fantastic. You eat puff. Anyway, welcome once again to the Max Drive with Simon and Debbie. And we do have a special guest joining us this evening. Should we bring him on board?
Of course, we need to bring him on board right now.
Let's do this.
No time.
I can say that he arrived with his hair. The hair on the head was like a loudspeaker.
Okay, the hair came before him.
Yes. And in case you do not know, if you've been on social media, especially the Nigerian part of social media, I'm sure you've seen his face. His videos pop up quite a number of times, especially around this period. He had some hot takes concerning a very serious issue that was trending. I will get to hear more about it, but let's welcome on board this fantastic actor, lovely comedian, one of those commentators that always get to say what is on his mind, and the internet stays buzzing because of it. He brings the comedy, he brings the hot takes, and of course, plenty gists. Today we're getting on the Max Drive, Deacon Famous. Welcome to the Max Drive.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic.
I'm happy to be here.
You look so good. I don't think this economy is affecting you.
It looks like he just blew in from Europe.
Yeah, right.
From somewhere.
Have you been in this country?
In and out, but yes, I've been here.
Good to have you right here.
Thank you.
You've been an entertainer. You're still an entertainer right now, a content creator, and of course, a filmmaker. You are an all-rounder, and fantastic stuff right there. And recently, you're a husband, and recently you became a father. That's another level of
yes.
What does it feel being a father? Like, what's the feeling like?
It's the best thing I've been all my life. I've been an actor, comedian, filmmaker, content creator, and all of that. But I mean, nothing beats the feeling of being a daddy. Yeah, not just a father, a daddy.
When you saw the child,
I like you said daddy.
Exactly,
Yeah.
not just a
There's a
father.
difference.
Yeah.
What's the difference between a father
Very
and a
easy
daddy?
to be a father, but it takes commitment to be a daddy. So I'm a daddy.
Yeah.
Please tell us more.
Don't know that one is saying soft life.
So
Daddy is saying soft life.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm a family-oriented person, so I love being a husband. I love being a daddy. So it makes me happy and fulfilled.
Fantastic.
I've always wanted to have a family of my own.
Oh, that's so sweet. I think for a lot of people, especially young entertainers, they always stay away from showing that side to the public. Maybe because they're afraid that their fans will run away, that this man is now we can't crush on him anymore.
Especially if he's very handsome.
Yeah.
It's for them, but I mean, crush from ladies has never paid my bills.
Wow.
It depends on how you build your brand and what your brand is built upon. If it's built on women crushing on you, running after you, then you may have issues. being committed to one person. You just want to be there for everybody, which is never possible. It's hectic, But if your brand is built on integrity, truth, you don't have issues with. I mean, family is sweet. Everybody comes from a family. You were born by somebody, right? So I mean, family can never be ruled out of the society.
Well, is this what led you to comment on one of the longest running family issues on the internet?
So basically, as much as I don't like to share, or rather, as much as I try to hold myself back from sharing certain family experiences, I mean, that of Peter and Paul and Jude kind of triggered me, and a lot has happened after that video, right? So I see that people have the wrongest definition of family. People think because we are born of the same parents, then we are family.
Do you know, before you go on to talk about someone else's family, can you talk a little bit about your own family? Maybe people would see where this is coming from.
And maybe from there you can actually buttress the fact what family means to you.
Yeah.
So first of all, I come from a family of 8. So my parents died when I was 4.
Oh, wow.
Both of them.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. So because there was no parents for all these years, it kind of affected the structure of the family. Right. So parents have very huge role to play in families. But when they are not there, many things will go wrong. Right. So I've come to understand from my family that family is basically about structure. Right. We didn't have that structure, so many things go wrong. I've had my fair share of family issues, betrayal.
You've had something similar hurt. To this?
Oh, yes.
Like somebody ran you straight to your family?
Many things. And even more. You get what I mean? Okay. So I've had my first share of all of that. But family, I began to see family as your first battle, your primary battle. You get what I mean? Especially when the family is divided. There are families inside families. We can be 8. Inside the 8 of us, just 3 are actually family. The others can be enemies. They can be distractions. They can be setback. They can be a spring for you to go up. It depends on who they are and how you guys were raised. You get what I mean? So I see that, like for my family, the issue started from childhood. And also because we were taught to abuse seniority. You get what I mean? We're taught to abuse seniority in a family where you don't think you're wrong because you are older. That's a terrible structure.
But that's the African, mentality.
So it has to be broken now.
So how do you start to break thousands of
it is possible
mindset? I mean, thousands of years, that have built this mindset, and even to the point whereby we even pride ourselves on.
Yeah.
It takes a village to raise a child situation, and within that village, there's a that structure you're talking about. Kind of starts with age, and then it boils down to how people look up to whoever it is the oldest in that family, whether the person is wrong or right, but they have built whoever they are based on the number of years in life, and also the experiences that they've gathered as a result of this age and wisdom. So how do you tend to break this kind of chain?
Wisdom has nothing to do with age. That's one. 2, if you want to say how do we start to break these things, how did feminism start? At a point in life, women were considered people who end their entire life in the kitchen, no need to go to school. One day, somebody rose up and started, campaigning against it. And today, we have women that are professors, women that are maybe presidents of certain countries and all of that. That has been broken. This has to start one day. You get what I mean? So, this is how I see it. We are siblings, the 3 of us, for example.
Okay. I'm the firstborn.
Okay. Okay. You are the firstborn. He's the secondborn. I'm the lastborn. We have parents, mother and father, right? You see, we have mother, we have father. The rest of us are siblings. Just because you are the firstborn doesn't make you my mother acting mother.
So where does the structure within that family come from?
So the structure is father, mother, children.
So are you trying to say that there's no hierarchy?
No, that's not what I mean.
So
this is it. There's hierarchy. There's hierarchy everywhere in the society.
Okay.
In school, there's JSS1, there's JSS2. In church, there's assistant pastor, there's pastor. There's hierarchy everywhere. But let it not be abused and let it not be mistaken for perfection. The fact that you are older than me doesn't mean you shouldn't apologize when you hurt me. Do you get what I mean now?
Okay.
I recognize that you are my older brother. I owe you respect. But then, as a human being, you owe me respect too. It's like when Peter said they invited him and his then girlfriend after they just had a baby, only for the family to tell them or tell the girl to leave their son alone. That's disrespectful for a man who at that time was 27 years old. That's disrespectful. Why did they do that? Because most of them are older than him. The mom was there, the pastors who were there, they are all older. Jude, everybody, they were all older than him. His only age mates there would have been Paul. Every other person was older than him. That's disrespectful. They wouldn't have done it to the first son.
You think so?
I believe so. I believe so. There is no. Can your younger brothers gather together, invite your girlfriend, and tell them to leave their elder brother alone? Have you ever heard that such thing happen? In fact, for you, if your younger brothers want to do that, they need to involve your parents. You need your grandfather to fight your father.
But in this case now, there's two, at least from the three that we've seen being the public figures of this, or should I say the faces of this drama, that's Peter, Paul, Jude. There's Peter versus Paul and Jude. That's how it looks. That's the perception. And that's what they've often said, that it's Peter that's not aligning. It's Peter that is deciding to be the rebel. It's Peter that is trying to, do things that are contrary to what the family stands for. What do you have to say about that? That perception that we're seeing right now, that is, Paul and Jude are on one side, and then Peter is on one side. Now, based on what they have shared online, it looks as if Peter is being seen as the rebel. Peter is the one going against what the family, or what those two, being the majority, are standing for.
Let me break this. I judiciously watched all Peter's videos, right? Let me show you. Let me tell you where the issue started. At first, they had a manager. After then, they were managed by their mom, right? After their mom, before Jude took over. Good. Now, fast forward to their older brother, Henry, who was interviewed. He said that Paul is even better than Peter, or nicer than Peter.
Yeah.
That Paul used to be the good guy. Look at the structure. First, their mom never wanted Jude to manage them. See, parents know their children. I said it in my video that when two of your children are fighting for a toy, you know that one that you will tell, leave this toy for your brother. Right? It's because you know that child of yours is the one that knows how to take nonsense. So their mom didn't want Jude for a reason. She knew who Jude was. So put that on one side. Fast forward to the brother Henry. That guy said he constantly reaffirmed that Paul was a nice guy. So even though Paul has changed today, because the mind of a human being is being renewed day by day, even though Paul has changed, because there's a wrong structure, he is still blaming Paul's changes on Jude. Paul is an adult, but you are holding Jude responsible because you, till today, you prefer Paul to Peter. You don't show family that you prefer anybody. But from his speech, he spoke well, but you can tell that he prefers Paul. He protected Paul in all the entire speech. He protected Paul. He was very quick to say Peter's faults, but he protected Paul's name in the whole story, even though Peter was going after Paul and Jude.
So you talk so highly of family, and from the start you made a mention of the fact that you are family oriented, which is established. But at the same time, you are also saying that family is overrated.
I'll tell you why.
I think that is really confusing.
Okay. So when I say family, so there are two families.
Okay.
The family you come from and the family that comes from you. One of the reasons I got married was because I wanted to create a family and correct a lot of things about family. You must make sure the family you come from does not destroy the family that comes from you. The family you come from, you didn't choose it, but you chose the one that comes from you. That's why I tell women, always love your husband, because your husband is the first person that loved you by choice. Right? So, I come from a family where I don't like how things are done. I don't like the structure. I was tired. And I'm the last born. All my siblings got married, before me. And I saw some of them, having beautiful families. But when they come to our own, they cause trouble. My sisters got married. You see them honoring their husbands, protecting their interests. Everything, my husband. But you find it very easy to insult your brothers. And the only time you disrespect your husband is when he tells you to stop insulting your brother. You don't want to stop. You come to the family that you come from and cause trouble. You go to your husband's family and make peace. So, because at the time, that was the only family I had. I got tired. We are always gathering here to settle issues. But in your husband's place, you are the peacemaker. Whenever there's trouble, it's you they call. You bring peace. But when you are coming to your own, you bring war. So you see the two families, the one you come from and the one that comes from you. The one you come from, that is the one that is overrated. The one that comes from you, you have a chance of molding it into what you want.
But how do you give what you don't have or you were never exposed to?
So it is very possible, because it's not about giving what you don't have. It's about getting what you never had. I may not have had this whole family knowledge and all of this, right? But along the line in life, you have to learn. You have to learn a lot of things. And I'm a Christian. I'm a tongue-talking, fire-burning, demon-chasing, Holy Ghost-filled Christian. Right? I'm a Christian. And also, I can tell you for a fact that the definition of family, even to Jesus, is different from what we know.
Tell us.
Very, very. If you have your Bible, you can go to scriptures. Praise the Lord.
Bible time. But paraphrasing.
So, at this time, Matthew chapter 12, Jesus was I think I would prefer to read it if you have Bible. Help me.
Hey God.
Okay, Matthew chapter 12.
Okay. Yes. Let's read from.
Do you have a preferred?
46. King James is not bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Matthew 12.
46.
Yeah.
Okay. All
I
right.
think 46. Let's.
Okay, go
While
on.
he yet talked to the people.
No, open the entire chapter.
The entire chapter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So at this point, Jesus was just 12 years old.
Okay.
He was 12 years old. He left home for some days. They were looking for him. So his family members were angry. And he had brothers. Jesus had biological brothers. He had a mother, right? So they were looking for him. They were angry. So read it. Or if you can bring it closer.
46, yeah?
Yes, start from 46.
Okay. While Jesus was still talking to the crowd, his mother and brothers stood outside wanting to speak to him. Someone told him, your mother and brothers are standing outside wanting to speak to you. 48, he replied to him, who is my mother and who are my brothers?
So hold on. The person said, bro, your mother and your brothers are outside. They don't want to talk to you. They are angry. And he asked the person, who is my mother and who are my brothers? Read on.
49, pointing to his disciples, he said, here are my mother and my brothers.
It's very simple. His biological mother and his biological brothers were there to look for him. And he asked, who are my brothers? He pointed at his disciples. He said, these are my brothers. These are my sisters. These ones are my mothers. And he said, whoever is doing the will of the Father, that person is my brother.
So here's the thing that I've seen happen a lot of times, because I also come from a large family.
Yeah.
I've seen a situation whereby from the immediate family, you maybe see you growing up with your brothers. They've experiences you've shared, things you've formed, even sometimes loyalty built over time.
Yeah.
And then you grow up, you get married. And then having to now decide who to give your commitment, time, energy to, the woman you marry, or say your sister that you grew up with, also probably, know in and out of her childhood and stuff. You know a lot about your sister. Now you're meeting a woman that you now have to know and learn about. How do you determine who's the percentage of your loyalty? I know you say, the woman you marry, but then there's your sister that grew up nursing you, cooking for
Your
you.
sister should go and get her own husband.
Jesus. Your sister that cooked for you when you came back from school and all that stuff.
Listen, life is in stages. Men are in sizes. The Bible says, and therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother. Let's get these things straight.
So you are trying to say that a wife can influence your relationship with your siblings?
No, I'll tell you why. The relationship I have with my wife is not the same type of relationship that I have with my sisters. So there is no place for comparison. There is no place for trying to know which. Obviously, I owe my wife more loyalty than anybody in the world.
Than your siblings?
Than anybody in the world, than my child.
So they will do that thing where they say, if you're in a boat and the boat is
I will
sinking,
save my wife.
Hey,
You've not.
It doesn't matter who. I don't want to hear who is in the boat. I'll save my
your
wife.
mother is in the boat.
I don't want to hear who's in the boat. I'll tell you why.
Is this coming from a place of experience, or
No, not
generally?
experience. No, this is what it
This is
should
how it
be.
should be.
Hold on. I do not owe my sister a civic responsibility of protecting her.
Okay.
I will protect my sister because she's my sister. I love her. It's not a civic duty. It's not a responsibility.
So now let's go back to
There
that
are two men
P-Square
that
thing.
owe my sister responsibility: her father and her husband.
Let's quickly go back to
Not
that
like I wouldn't
P-Square.
do it.
Let's revisit that issue.
Yeah.
Because there's also one angle where Peter said Jude allegedly, brought his wife into the mix of shareholders, that situation.
Yeah.
And people were like, how can Jude do that again? You're bringing your wife into what family issue. Some people had issues with it. Would you then blame Jude for doing? I don't know how he set up the company, whether it was illegal or not. But some people question the fact that he even brought his wife into the mix.
So in a scenario where you run a company with your brothers, you're not supposed to get your wife involved. In fact, your wife should decline such thing. She shouldn't be involved in this whole thing. Nobody's wife should ever be involved in things like this. Just step aside. When brothers are having issues, as a wife, step aside. Don't even air your opinion. Don't even tell your husband what to do. You know why? Your husband knows them more than you do, and they probably know him more than you, right? So step aside. They've been handling each other before you came into the picture. Let them fix their issues.
What if your husband doesn't have the willpower to actually do what he's meant to do, and you as a wife?
What sustained your husband in that family till the time he met you? Let that same thing carry him. Don't get involved in brothers' fights. I'm telling you, you will be the victim. Siblings will fix each other at some point.
So in the case where this is all happening, there was that thing where Peter would say, Lola will continually post videos, celebrating their birthdays, and Paul would, reply with, this is, eye service kind of situation. Do you think Lola should have was wrong or right in doing what she was doing? Because Peter did have issues with it.
Yeah, if Lola posted Peter and Paul disrespected her, the next birthday, post only your husband and rest and have peace with yourself. See, you can't please your husband's people if they don't like you. If you buy all of them one private jet, they will still call his ex our wife. And you can't do anything about it. It's their opinion. The worst situation a woman can be is a situation where she's trying to buy the love from her husband's people. You can die not purchasing it, and your money will finish. You think you are buying it, you are just spending, you are not buying. You can't buy it. If they don't like you, they don't like you. So if you are married into a family where they don't like you, right, focus on the person that married you. You get the point. If you're already married, just focus on your husband, because there's nothing you can do. These people, they used to have several meetings without you. They discuss you in your absence. They've decided not to like you.
How important is it to seek the approval of your family before getting married?
Your own family or?
Your own family.
Of course,
And if you don't get it, what next?
no, you seek their approval. If you don't get it and this person is the right person for you, you move on with it. Now, Mariam, what's there? Let me tell you something. A lot of divorces that have happened, we've heard several stories. I have a friend, a very close friend, who's a lawyer. Not just a lawyer, he's a divorce lawyer, right? So he tells me a lot of stories about families. And I can tell you for a fact that, let's say, 60 to 70% of divorce cases happen because families got involved from the very beginning. When you are married to somebody and you guys are having issues in the marriage, and the next thing he says, no wonder my mom never liked you. He refers back to his mom never liked you. And at that point, he forgets that he liked you. He loved you. So if you want to marry somebody, your family's opinion, you just inform them as courtesy, respect. You understand? I would have, if nobody approved of my wife, I would have married her straight up.
Even without your family's.
I swear down, bro.
You know what? You need to hold that thought.
Sorry. Let me say this.
Okay.
So I have an uncle that they said he must be at my traditional marriage. That is a must. He's the eldest person. He's this, he's that. And I made sure he wasn't there.
Okay, we need to go on a quick break, and of course, when we return, we'll get into the final half of that. It's going to be interesting. Then, get your thoughts.
Yes, I will also find out why you denied this uncle your jollof, the jollof rice that was served that day.
Stick around, we'll be right back.